Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once more to the One Island Challenge. I want to start this episode here by thanking all my Patreon supporters. Thank you very much. Did you know you can watch all of these videos here ad-free on my Patreon as well? If you're interested in that, just have a look at the link in the video description. They're available on this page as well. And in this case here, we're looking at my public mooring right now. And look at that, we got 184 people. Tourists are actually visiting this ordinary capital, as it's called right now, actually netting us some, well, 260 credits per minute. Yeah, that's actually not that bad. With this, we are actually also getting the first chance of a specialist visiting us, and that is a 15% chance with every one of these ships here that we get special visitors. Some of them can be really powerful, others we can just sell as well for additional money. Miss Hunt, you sneaky vile creature. There you go. She actually purchased back that share. How dare she that she wants to have full control of her island? Nope, I'm not going to allow this. Now, next up, yeah, purchasing shares and all that industry is expensive. So we're getting another 100,000 credits in by selling those 4 ships off the line. And there you go. Once again, holy cow, that queen must be super powerful with all these ships coming in, or also bankrupt because she keeps purchasing them. I have no idea. You need to maintain them too, you know. Yeah, that's 300,000 on the bank. Perfect. And yeah, we can go ahead and just have a look here at the items. With engineers, we have a really high chance now to get the white flag, and also more and more epic items appear here in the list. It's not really like we can afford them. It's not going to happen. But I can reroll a couple more times, thus increasing the chance here. There is, however, also the Royal Letter of Immunity. And with this, we actually get the peace mode for 10 minutes. Really not bad. Really not bad. 10 minutes is a lot. And at least we could get to the coffee trader. We could at least get to Madame Kahina with an item like this. It's not a permanent piece that we have with this, but at least it is a temporary one. It's a very rare, a very common item, sorry, to get. So we can just purchase it whenever possible. We could also purchase a clipper here, the 15,000, to speed it up. Yeah, let's do this. Purchase the clipper there again. I mean, he's selling them at twice the price that he's purchasing them. What a ripoff. And then I'm just going this Royal Letter of Immunity. It's just 10,000 really. And with that, we can get the coffee in, right? At the very least. Let's just hope there's no Princess Jing on the way that we use this item on. It is consumed on use, right? Oh, look at that. Also, Princess Jing doesn't really like me having her shares. We can purchase, though, this share back again. I really like the profit that comes out of it. And the Admiral, though, he actually stays with us there. He actually has the lowest value, right? So we're sitting at 800 only with him. And it's actually losing value right now. So I think economically, he's not doing that well, even though he's got 4 full, beautiful, juicy items. Princess Jing, on the other hand, it's like twice the share value. Incredible, really. So if the Admiral purchases back our share, I'd rather go invest it in someone else, right? Like also Miss Hunt here's 2,000 share value per piece. That's incredible. In comparison, why is he so weak? Doesn't make sense to me. Alright. No can do. He's like only half the value of the other ones. Alright, my Royal Letter of Immunity has come in. Very good. I'm going to keep this one close here, and this is going to be my trader then for the coffee. So at least this we have secured, a route for coffee. I'm working on brass in the meantime. In 9 minutes, we're getting the first brass import. That I would like to use that, and with that we can use spectacle production. Very important. One major step forward here towards my investors that I want to have. That was the goal of the series, right? After all, at least reach investor level. I think we could go beyond that at this point. Let's just upgrade a few more people. Down to 42 farmers that we have. And then I would like to upgrade more people to artisans. We're probably going to have a whole bunch more here, right? I mean, it's just going to be such a nice area here to boost it with electricity then. So I really want to have most of my developed people here, right? So this is going to be downtown Helsing. And oh, many people are cutting short their stay here at Helsing. They figured out what this city is all about. And yeah, we're losing some tourists there right now. They're leaving early. I wonder why. These are happy people, after all. Also, a lot more artisans that I would like to upgrade. There you go. And also probably here to get more engineers. Perfect. Let's also continue with the change of skin and also add them as a medieval town. Alright, we also have another clipper now. And then I think the sweet spot here is really the ship of the line, because the royal ship costs me just way more, steel beams especially, for not that much more money. So let's rather build ships of the line again, that we can sell them for a nice profit. Those two clippers I keep from now on. Next up, it's once again the docklands, where the next trade is imminent. So plank-wise, of course, we lost a lot of planks now because we have the ships of the line in construction. We're producing though 30 per minute, so this should easily be fixed, because in 3 minutes that's another 100 tons before he arrives. So yeah, I will actually cancel one ship construction for now, just to play it safe, right? To have enough timber then for Tobias coming in, because we really want to push the planks here. With the next trade we're going to see epic level for it. That's pretty nice, because this gives me then another export limit. Another thing we should do is a bit of optimization. So right now we are we would need a lot of windows to get the fur coats in that we need, right? And what we can actually do here is I can use the windows to import the brass, because we only need, for the 143 brass, we only need 50 tons of windows, right, for the same thing, because windows in relation to brass is really valuable. And with that, we only need 50 tons of windows in the future instead of the 155 tons that we needed for the fur coats, right? Because I'm going to replace these windows here with the sewing machines now. And for the 90 tons of fur coats that we actually have a ratio of only 2 to 1 then, right? I think it should be a tiny bit better than the sewing machines. And I would like to go ahead and make it 95 actually, I think. And with that, we export 164 sewing machines from now on, which is fine, because with that, I might actually want to push it to 200, honestly. First, we need to produce more, of course. That's the main thing here, of course. We're producing 100 tons in surplus right now per trade cycle. So the 164 is a bit over the top. Doesn't matter though, because I can just build another sewing machine. Or actually, yeah, unpause this one here. And we should be able to produce then way more with that. That's like 4 tons more. And with that, we have 180 surplus per minute. Per trade cycle, sorry. The Admiral purchased back the share. Thank you very much for this, because he actually gave me the 500,000 back and I lost the 800 share value. I don't care, because we can now purchase with the same amount of money another Miss Hunt share for the 2,200 share value that we get out of it. So that was also a nice trade here. Yeah, with that we're at 12,000 on the money. Perfect. So this is now working, right? We can export it now. We can export the sewing machines. The only thing really is steel. Steel is a problem, right? We have a discrepancy of only 2 tons right now, which is absolutely fine in my opinion. But we don't have enough iron and coal coming in. We should still have some here left. Perfect. And we're going to unlock the iron trader then as well, and the coal trader. Let's build another furnace. Oh, yeah. A bit too quick I was there. I could have also unpaused one of my existing ones. Doesn't matter. And with that, we're going to get the iron trade in, and then the coal trade most likely instead of the cement, because cement we don't need that much. So after this trade, we have over 700 cement. That can last us a while. And with that, we can also replace it with coal and iron. Both of them we need, because both of them are very limited at this point, right? We're already using the 50% bonus here. So this is the problem that we face. And there it is, Tobias wants more. And we have now upgraded the planks up to level epic. With that, actually the ratio is 1 to 1. It doesn't look like that to me, right? This is not the same ratio here at all, but it's okay. And we have also leveled up the soap, so we increased its value there quite a bit. That's important for the hops trading. And also we got the fur coats in, yep. And the cement is also in. So here we can now change it then to the next area. First of all, we need to build another export office. We can have another full row here then. And with that, we have now another trade contract available that we can then use, for example, for iron and coal. Both of them we're going to need in higher quantities. So I might start with the iron and then switch over to the coal. We could also import gold, by the way. That is something we should keep in mind, because that's also something I cannot get. in this area here. Tallow-wise, we are at 1,500 out of the 2,200 for the caoutchouc. So this is also coming along here just fine. Now, finally, we also have the brass in. I'm super happy that we don't need the brass smelteries, right? So because we just import the brass directly, this will not change in the future. What we still need is more glass. We are going to need a lot more glass now. We are producing right now a surplus, right? But that's because of electricity. We're not producing enough sand right now. So we have a discrepancy of 6, and in this case here we have a surplus here of 5 tons. That would be fine, but we're going to need spectacles now, and we are going to need light bulbs now. Both of them need glass, so this is something we need to keep in mind now as that is going up. We do need not even a ton of light bulbs right now, and we do need, oh sorry, I stopped the consumption for it. I'm pretty sure it's also around 1 to 2 tons, right, of spectacles. So these two we can now solve finally, and for that let's go ahead and push more sand mines. I would really like to go with 2 more sand mines here. That's 4 more tons of sand that we produce here now, and we could of course push this one a bit further, or we're going ahead and use one of these saltpeter works, because honestly I'm not going to need that many saltpeter works at anytime soon. So let's build the next sand mine here. And has this one actually a range? Nah, unfortunately not. This one is the last one that we can build here to get that range of the warehouse, which is also fine. So this is enough sand now, right? Having this one, we might actually, just for the heck of it, push it a bit, like 25%. Very good. 30% does not give me any increase in unhappiness, right? So 30% we can go with all the way up here, producing a bit more sand, leading to a nice comfortable surplus now of 4 tons per minute that we have with the sand. Very good. This actually makes it possible for me to build another glass maker if I want to. Now let's go ahead and make us this small spectacle and a light bulb industry. For this we need to once again fiddle around here a bit, and that is of course that area here that I would like to tackle. We have a road here, we have the charcoal kiln, let's get rid of that, and we have that furnace here that I think is also a bit out of place from now on. So there we have another road, and now we can squeeze in a few of these factories here. Some of them are getting boosted. We don't really need to boost them, right? I just need to make sure that we have the electricity within range, so we don't need to build that many of them. Also, those 2 brick workers, let's actually get them somewhere else, far away, because I don't really need to push the bricks, honestly. It's a waste of potential there. We can use the bricks somewhere else. Yeah, let's have them up here for now. As long as they're getting their clay, they're super happy with their life. Nothing else they need. So with that, we have this whole area available. And I might actually go for, yeah, let's have 2 light bulb factories. And then I'm going to start with 3 spectacle factories, and we would still have room left, right? And all of this, as you can see, gets boosted all the way up to this area. Perfect. So this area and this area on top of everything. So this might be a nice area. The only thing we still need to provide is the filaments factory. This can also be improved with electricity, so it might actually be the one that I'm using here. Or since we probably will not, nah, let's not do it like that. I will probably have to. That's a lot of space that we waste here, basically. I don't need that many farmers close by as well. Look at that, there's also once again 2 of those brick factories that I really don't need here, so let's move them up for now, right? With that, we have a bit more space here. I also don't need that many steel beam factories. I could actually get rid of one of them and just enable this one again. They're all boosted now, so this is also fine. It's construction material, of course we do need it, but not like that. And we can also clean up some of those roads here to make things a bit easier, right? And also open up more space. And this actually gives me the space that we need for those factories. Let's also build another road here so that we can extend the electricity now all the way here. Perfect. And this actually makes it possible to use then 2 of those filament factories. Both of them are getting electrified. So that is also something that's just working out. I think we have everything actually. So let's build the first filament factory. 30,000. Boy, these factories are super expensive. And then we can build 1 light bulb factory for 45,000, right? That would be somewhere over here. We will need to upgrade this warehouse here with some windows now as well, giving me another loading ramp, but that's okay. So this is now working too. And then, yeah, then we can actually go ahead and have a brass, a spectacle factory. right? Let's start with the first one, somewhere over here. Another 17,000 and 1,000 on the maintenance. It's expensive, that is. Let's pause all of this, stockpile it a bit. Actually, the spectacles we can start right away. So this will already boost my income now a bit. And with that, we can also see then its total demand. Is one spectacle factory enough? It is, by a large margin, right? A huge margin, right? So one spectacle factory that is electrified plus the propaganda for the reduced consumption just leads to a very comfortable surplus here with one spectacle factory that is now producing spectacles for us. And the other one is, of course, the light bulbs here. I'm going to wait it out a bit. Oh, by the way, here, this is an unnecessary long transportation time. So they can also just use this area here to start pumping out light bulbs for us. That leaves the coffee, right? The last thing that we really need. And for this, we might need to do that risky trade mission now. Let's check RG once again for some items that he might have or might not have. No white flag to be seen. By the way, we have 4 more ships. That's another 100,000 credits that we can sell them for. And this actually will then make it possible soon to purchase the next share here of Princess Jing. Eli down here, he always has useful items there as well after a bit of re-rolling. Because we are already getting in this area kind of like with 1 item usage. So we might as well make it worth it, right? But for now, I don't see really anything here that might be worth it. Since there's also now another change, and that is we have 3,000 artisans left over. That's 3,000 artisans that consume fur coats, which is one of my most expensive goods right now that we need to import. The engineers, however, they consume what? Spectacles. That is something we have in high quantities. Less fur coats than the artisans. They consume some canned food still, some sewing machines, but that's it, right? Especially the spectacles and light bulbs we can easily produce. So I would really like to reduce my artisan workforce, and with that further also reduce my fur coat consumption and also my soap and sausage consumption, because those things are something that we might export then more in the future. The soap especially, of course. Let's go ahead and have a few more here. This whole bunch we can upgrade. There you go. And then probably also here. Also a few more workers. That's no big deal. And a few more artisans and engineers then here along the river. And here probably. There you go. There it is again. Some happy selling. As he restocked his items. It's a pirate mode. There's another peace mode here available. So this item you get often. Quite often. This is also good. These needs require less goods or proximity to be fulfilled. For beer and schnapps and champagne, that's actually really good. Have one more reroll. Yeah, we get lots of letter of immunities here. Might actually go for another one just while we are in the area. So I'm purchasing another clipper here, getting me another one of those letters, because they might actually be gone when I have investors. And then we also, of course, sell the rest of them. 35. 25 and 25,000. Thank you very much. 180,000 we are sitting on right now. Device is coming in 1 minute. Perfect. We just make sure that everything here is right. We still need to export iron somehow, and of course we can use our sewing machines for that. And yeah, that's a nice ratio there, and it is required already. So I might, since we have the surplus, go in and actually export 100, because I want to push, of course, sewing machines as quickly up the ladder as possible, because this is going to be one of the best export goods that we have. And I really want to make this potential full. Soap, we also have way too much soap in stock, so I would also like to increase its export rating for everything here, so we can increase its value on top of that. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and have 200 tons, even though I'm not going to need that much hops anymore in the future, since with every engineer that we have, we reduce the beer consumption as well, right? They don't need that at all, so yeah, definitely keep that in mind. Alright, let's upgrade a few more artisans, since we have the resources. By the way, another thing, do we still export windows? Yes, for the brass, right? The 50 tons we have. And that's way too much brass anyway, right? 144 tons. With the spectacles right now, we consume 1 ton. So that would be only like 20 tons that we need per cycle. So we are vastly importing here with that already, right? So that's how little brass you actually need. Yeah, let's tone it down further. Let's go ahead with 30. Because we can keep the windows here. The windows are not going to be my prime export good here. Right, we're aiming for bread here, for soap, for the sewing machines, and then of course for champagne. Alright. Yep, this is all looking good. Tobias can come in now. And off goes my clipper towards Eli. Let's hope that we don't find any sudden death here. So I'm going to, of course, not activate this until the very last minute, because it's only really 5 minutes that we get peace out of that. And we definitely want to squeeze everything in from the distance that we need to cover here already, right? There is an escort, so we need to stay out of its reach there. Oh. Whoosh, that's a close one. It can fire probably once. Nah, alright, perfect. Let's continue deep into the Admiral's territory, because here I'm feeling safe, at least for now. And there is also no warships here, right? Isn't there? Right, small attack there. It's all Admiral area. There is still this patch of uncertainty, but since there's no Princess Ching or other traders here, it might look safe. I think I've seen a pirate there somewhere. Oh, this is though still uncharted territory. A new island was discovered. It's unsettled. There's still an unsettled territory, unsettled island. Pretty big one too. Because here at the very last second we can trade, and I would like to purchase Chef Michel for 300,000 credits. That is a lot, really, but it's going to be worth it, because my cannery now processes pigs instead of goulash, and that means we can free the docklands from the goulash import, right? And we can now use the trade route then for something else. So this is absolutely worth it, since the 300,000 we get in easily again, right? While we're here, Schnapps Distillery, perhaps there's something else that we could use. Not these here. Let's have another reroll. A cannery. Nope. Potato farms. Nope. Cab assembly line. Penny farthings in addition. Penny farthings are cheap to produce though, so I'm not going with that. Let's have another reroll while we're here. So now, you know, it's a bit of a luck game, of course, as well. Brick factory, residences, income increase, clay pits. Nope. Let's have one more. The luck is not on our side, unfortunately. The same item again, oil power plant. Yeah, this is actually something we might consider. 75,000. No, let's not do this. Oh, look at that. Miss Hunt settled here now. She found the island, coincidentally. So we got the 300,000 Chef Michel now on board. It's going to be important that we actually keep that ship alive now, right? We only have 5 minutes of peace mode, so let's really try and squeeze in the clipper here. That's actually really narrow, right? So the map is, I think, ending here according to the map. Here. So we should be able to push through with the clipper and use this area of peace that we have. Holy cow. Harold, you have something very important here. I'm just really glad that we're not at war with the Admiral yet, because this is just a lifesaver for us. Unfortunately, it's not more than Chef Michel, but the rest of the money, of course, that we have, we're going to use then to purchase us coffee. This is going to be quite expensive already as it is. Right, so let's get over there. We're past the Admiral now, and we're now getting into Miss Hunt's territory, so it's getting a bit more tricky there. I think Tobias, yep, he already traded with us, so a lot of time passed, of course, but that's okay. That's really okay. I have this very important mission here that we need to solve, right? And I think at this point we could activate the peace mode. Let's trade first. Look at that, 30,000, full with all the coffee in the world. And let's go ahead, activate the peace mode. We have it now, and we can now go in a direct straight line back home to Helsing. And let's hope that this is working within 5 minutes. we can probably push right through Miss Hunt's harbor area. Because I think sea mines are also not... Oh, wait a second, sea mines. Sea mines might be problematic. So let's actually take a bit of a circle here around it, right? Let's not get into the harbor area of Miss Hunt. And this is as close as we're getting to Miss Hunt there for quite some time. Oh, it's busy here too, right? Lots of those heavily armored ships out there, lots of traffic, and no one of them can attack us. And boy, do we have a nice cargo that we're holding back here now. And that is Chef Michel and 150 tons of coffee. And this is going to last us for a while because the coffee demand right now... Have I still not unlocked it? The coffee demand right now is sitting at what exactly? 2 tons, right? That means we can survive just close to 70 minutes with that coffee supply. And with that, we can upgrade a whole bunch of engineers. Speaking about supply here, yeah, the light bulbs are in, so let's activate them too. The next product is coming in. That's more coin and more engineers that we provide here with light bulbs now for good, right? So this is staying here. Very nice indeed. That was successful. That was really a successful haul and I think a successful episode. So I hope you enjoyed this one. We continue onwards in the next episode. And if you want to watch this ad-free, have a look at my Patreon site there as well for all my supporters. Stay tuned.